kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, indumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, indumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitowe kwa hali na mali, tulijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, indumu jumuiya yetu. Rubongi. Make a difference, excess morals and academics, leading us to success. Almighty God, we are the light, the leading school, the pillars of tomorrow. Victors we shall be.
Thank you so much.
Loving Father, King of Glory, we come this day before you to appreciate you, God, for the gift of life. We come as a community to celebrate the goodness that you always do for us. We come as a school, King of Glory, to give honor and praises to you because you are a wonderful Father. We are here this day, King of Glory, to witness the good works that your children whom you have called to serve in this community, the administration of Rubongi Senior Secondary School, are doing for us. God, we give honor and praise to you for the wonderful works that, Lord, we have been able to see, that all of us in our hearts we appreciate. God, we want to thank you for the gift of life, for the students that are here, for the parents that have come, for the teachers that give in their time to teach these learners, oh God. For you tell us in the scriptures that you are the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, King of Glory. And we believe that here in this school, King of Glory, you have just started the work of growth. The development that is starting here, King of Glory, it is your initiative. We continue to pray that, Lord, you come and take full control in this school. You come and enter every mind of your children and the management of this school. That, God, we shall see greater things happening. For you are the one that we are able to see manifest. King of Glory, come and continue helping us. We want to pray that even as the learners of this school continue to learn, God, you will be the one to teach them using the teachers. You will be the one to guide them. You will be the one, King of Glory, to bring peace. Above all, King of Glory, we want to pray that, Lord, today we have gathered here, but God, you will speak to us and you continue blessing the parents that have given us these learners with money and other resources that are required. But also we commit the entire leadership of this school in your hand. That, God, whatever resource that they receive from the parents,
the cherisher and sustainer of the universe, the one who created us, the one to whom we shall all return, the Almighty, who is exalted in might, who is not questioned in his action, and he will question each one of us. The Lord, who is exalted in might, the one who is in full control of everything. Lord, we acknowledge your presence, your might, your strength. We acknowledge your presence here. Lord, we turn to you in repentance. Forgive our sins and put us among the righteous servants of yours. Lord, none of us is clean before you. We have fallen and we need you to forgive us If you don't forgive us, we shall be among the losers. Lord, put us among the righteous servants of yours. As we turn to you, we want to thank you for the gift of life. We want to thank you for our leaders, the spiritual leaders, the cultural leaders, the political leaders, and the head of state, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and all those who work with him. Lord, we want to commit this day that you guide us and protect us. We want to thank you for the gift of life. God, you have given us everything that we want, more than you have given others. We are not complaining. We want to thank you for our teachers, committed parents, and all those who work for the betterment of the school. Lord, we ask you, we are not complaining. Give us good things in this world. Give us good cars. Give us good spouses. Give us good learners. Shape our morals. There is a moral deficiency amongst us. Lord, come and intervene. Moral deficiency is taking us. We have forgotten and we have derailed. Lord, put us back on track. We have lost our direction. We are thinking about things that is not helping us and is ruining us. Lord, come amidst us and guide us. We want to thank you for everything that's taking place. As we commence this meeting here, God give us wisdom, give us direction, and whoever is contributing one or another, bless that person. Bless everybody.
On the floor are our students going to present one song. Be blessed as you listen. Wako uyeri kiato. Lesson ya 1. Welcome.
Our dear Vista.
Dear Vista. Till today, sit down and listen from home. Classes students are singing for you. Welcome.
Welcome, our dear Vista.
Dear Vista.
See you today.
Till today, sit down and feel at home. Classes students are singing for you.
My name is Mugisaho. Thank you, parents, for coming. We are so eagerly waiting for you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Feel at home in Ras.
Hello. Welcome, our dear Vista.
We are happy to see you today. Sit down and feel at home.
Classes students are singing for you.
Hello, sit down and feel at home. Classes students are singing for you.
currently the EEO, counselors, invited guests, parents, head teacher, teachers and staffs, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to Rubongi Army Senior Secondary School. I want to say thank you for honoring this occasion and coming to attend. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Kabali David, the current garrison commander, and at the same time I am the LC1 of this village. Security-wise, we are very okay. However, we are still looking for other forces to supplement the ones we have. So, the divisional commander is very much aware, and he has promised to support us. During our stay, let us be organized. In case of anything, you can ask and be guided. Thank you very much.
Kidato cha tatu wako tayari kuwasilisha shairi la Kiswahili ambalo kichwa lake ni mzazi. Kaeni tayari na msikilize. Asanteni. Mzazi, 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 baba na mama, shikamoni. Walezi wangu Mungu awabariki kwa kunilea kwa makini. Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu.
Utu wako uzima haulinganishi wala kufananishwa. Nikiugua hulali wala kunywa toni la maji. Mzazi ni shujaa, kulinda mwana wake haogopi. Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu.
Mzazi hupambana ili mtoto apate chakula. Asingekuwa wewe mzazi, ningepata wapi karo za shule? Wewe ni mtu mzima, unafaa ulimwengu wote. Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu. Wengine huwazana kuwatupa vioni. Wewe uliteseka kunilea hadi leo. Yatima hawakupenda, ni mpango wa Mungu. Sina zawadi kama dhahabu, na kuombea maisha ya milele. Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu. Akili na urembo wangu ni juhudi yako mzazi. Mzazi siye tu aliyekuzaa, bali aliyekulea. Kulea mimba sio kazi, kazi ni kulea mtoto. Naombeni wazazi wote, chukueni wajibu na kulea wana wenu. Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu. Asanteni.
The Board of Governors and your executives, the government and the religious leaders, the teaching and non-teaching staff, distinguished guests in your various capacities, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings on behalf of the students of Rubongi Army Secondary School. We extend our sincere greetings to our beloved parents. We thank God the Almighty for enabling you to support us. We are grateful. We thank the school administration for creating a conducive learning environment for us. Madam Head Teacher, thank you for being a mother to us. We love you. Thank you for supporting us endlessly. We shall not let you down. We register our appreciation to you parents for supporting us in paying fees and other requirements. We urge you to continue supporting us because this is the only investment which does not fade away. In a special way, I would like to make the following requests. Support your UCE candidates 2023 because there is no room for repeating due to a new curriculum. This mostly is going to affect the students of 2023, whereby if they fail, they will go back to the lower levels again. Continue supporting the program of lunch for day scholars. Studying on empty stomach is so stressful and causes ulcers. This is whereby when it reaches lunchtime and the student is the enzymes in the stomach need something to grind. But in case they find when there's nothing in the stomach, the enzymes instead grind the intestines, causing ulcers. We also urge you to continue paying school fees on time. And remember to clear even the mock fees for candidates and also school requirements, such that our students don't be disturbed during the period of exams. Our beloved parents, we pray for you each day. We wish you a good deliberations during the meeting.
What we have. Thank you so much, mothers. You are the reason that's why we are here.
God is good, and all the time, and that's His nature. Wow. Before you is the committee that is behind me as we steer the activities that you people sent us to represent you. My vice chairperson is, in fact, these people are old enough and they can talk to you.
My name is Warrant Officer Kilaswan Lawrence Akagwai. I'm a Vice PTA chairperson.
I am Major Zaina K. Narukenge, head teacher. I'm the secretary to the PTA executive.
I'm Daniel, member PTA representing the community of Rubongi.
My name is Asengwila Laupen, PTA teacher representative.
Mwasimu Jamila Nalongo, representing Rubongi zone outside the barracks Rubongi zone.
I'm Waholi Naomi, representing the parents in PTA. Captain Beatrice Kakai, representing the parents of PTA.
I'm Elizabeth Opondo, a member of PTA, representing parents from Rubongi B. Be blessed.
Members, thank you so much for the introduction. You can sit down. Those who came first managed to go and sit down there. When we were constructing that dormitory, it was meant for the boys. But after realizing the number of the girls coming into boarding had grown bigger, we needed classes, but we were now beginning to have students in the classes, which was not healthy. So we decided that at least we have the girls being extended to the other dormitory. Meanwhile, we have a plan to at least expand that dormitory so that it will accommodate all the girls one side and all the boys will also move to one side. It's not one day's work, but as we work as a team, I know all that will be possible and will be a success. Most of our projects are still ongoing, and parents, with your support, we really pray that you continue supporting us. God gives you the courage so that we have those projects complete. Today, we are not calling you that because every time we call for AGM, we should add on fees. No. We've come to see the progress of the school and the progress of our children. That's why you saw, as we have the tour, we also had exhibitions. So we must see what are our children doing at school and how do we support them. When you see what your child is doing, you'll be able to support the child fully. And I am happy that our head teacher is embracing, skilling the students. And Uganda today, if you don't have a skill, it's not easy to get a job. So when you look for a white-collar job and you cannot do any other thing using your hand, that means you may fail to survive in Uganda. But when you have a skill,
7 for silk sounds to roar. Come on, blaze it up yourself. Aye.
Using old books in new curriculum. If they are there is no research which has proved us that we are using those ones. So we shall say that's propaganda. But we are steadily moving, following our policies we are implementing as we are supposed to do. So work is going on well. So those who are interested in this school, and we are moving on well as expected from us. Then, lastly, parents, wherever you are, always pray for the children. Guide them. As from the chairperson has said, follow the footsteps of the child so that you get to know what this child is doing. What is he putting on? Otherwise, don't be surprised by some other people also. Hey, this is the... It means it's somewhere you have not done your work. When you find you are also surprised amongst others that, hey, this is my child. For example, you have come at school, half time. I am going to end with the word time. I have met with some of you. Somebody comes in the office and says, no, I'm rushing. The child, I think it's safe. It's safe. If you are rushing, which answer will you get from the teacher? When you say, I think I'm rushing, but I think it's very safe. If a teacher is also rushing, which answer will you give you? It's okay, it's okay. Okay, master, thank you, thank you. Neighbors, that kind of summary, you cannot summarize life. Have time for the children. As we are talking, we find a parent is pressurizing here. He's pressurizing people down there. Please, I want to say, and I'm going. Spare time because it's your child. Now, ask here and there so that you get to understand your child. And then work with the teachers. And that's why you have this association of the parents, teachers, so that we can raise good citizens of this country. Vis-a-vis all the challenges that we always go through, here, at home, and as a country at large. I want to wish you good deliberations. We continue with the meeting.
She gon' like me well for bed, oh. She gon' want me love, send me to sleep, sleep, my pikin love.
Report, the PTA annual general meeting held on 1st of July 2023. Members, before I start, I want to thank the sister. She has come to give me shelter here, a shed. The woman of God, I think I'm blessed. God. The chairperson PTA and the executive members, members of the board, chairperson LC5, the DEO, who has been represented by the senior inspector of schools, the municipal education officer. Members, I would request the municipal education officer to stand and wave to the people, then I tell you why. First of all, she's very smart. I love ladies who are smart. And then, Rubongi Ame falls under the district. It is not a school within the municipality. But every other time we give her the invitation, she's always there. She would be asking herself, why do they bother me? This school is not under municipality. But because she loves education and the growth of the learners or the children, she's always there. We give her a hand clap. I want to recognize also the clergy, led by the retired Bishop of Bukit Diocese, Bishop Nicodemus Okide. Thank you for honoring our invitation. The Chief Card of Tororo, that one is also a parent here. And then the parish priest of Rubongi, St. Mark, that one is always here with us, always blesses our candidates and so on. We thank you every other time we give you invitation as the graduate, you always come. We are very grateful. I want to also recognize the presence of the Councillor LC5 representing Rubongi sub-county. It's around with us. I want to appreciate and recognize, though they have left us, all unit commanders. Rubongi is a barracks, it's a cantonment. It is comprised of various units. We have the hospital. They have gone for a meeting you had here, the garrison commander announcing for the meeting. We have officers from Bombo who had come to meet us, the soldiers. I want to say, we have a number of learners, but the hospital has never chased us, not even a single moment. Every morning, we are in the hospital up to 2 a.m. This one is dying, he has collapsed, we run to the hospital. They are always there. We want to thank them. I know the message will reach them. Maybe they will come back before we end. We have what we call TRRP. Is a unity within the barracks. We work together. Guiding learners is not all about one person. Some of them are day scholars, others are boarding, but these people keep on guiding them. They call us, this one has done this, please help. There is one who has collapsed here. We work as a team. And then the garrison commander, who is our LC. Anything small, anything that will happen to a school or in the school, I cannot do it without the authority of that man. He always authorizes us to do whatever we are supposed to do. And most importantly, he provides us with security. Our learners are protected day and night. As we are talking now, deployment is there. So we have qualified people to give security to our learners. It is all done by the garrison commander. Invited guests, our parents, we thank you very much. We thank you for giving us the learners. We thank you for honoring our invitations anytime we call on you. We thank you for being there for your children. Because all the time we call on you, there is this, there is that. But you find parents coming. We are very grateful. I want also to recognize the teachers, the student leaders, everybody here. I want to thank the Almighty for the gift of life. Without life, nobody can be here. And it is only by the Almighty. He has protected us. He has provided for us amidst the hard economy. We are still surviving. We are still living. It is not by our own making, but it's by the mercy of God. Obituary, we extend our condolence to those who lost their dear ones. As a school, we lost 2 students. That is Nadoi Masi Senior 1 and Okero Abdul Hakim. That was a child of the chief car. We buried these 2 in the first term. We also lost a number of parents. Okecho Michael Senior 5, Chianga Stephen Senior 5, and Blessed Monica. These are 3, a sister and brothers. They lost their father. Nambia Vivian and Wanjara Marvin also lost a father. Nyafamba Constance, this one has not even reported back. The parent passed away on Wednesday. Owino Francis lost a father. Wetole Hakim lost a father. Ocheng Stephen and Owori Emmanuel, they also lost a father. May their souls rest in eternal peace. Appreciation. On behalf of the PTA and the board, on my own behalf, allow me sincerely thank you, parents and guardians, for continued support and entrusting us with your children. We don't take it for granted because it is not only Rubongi Ame in Tororo. But if you decide to give us your children, that means we appreciate and we ask for more. We are still there and ready to receive them. We receive children in all categories. We are not that school which says, no, this one is disabled. Disability is not inability. I think you saw Raymond of Senior 1, how he excited you when he was having strokes that even me, a full person, I cannot have while dancing. So we receive all the children. Don't hesitate to bring one, because these ones you saw, they are in boarding. But the children here, we train them to help one another. And they help them. In our language, we say, Wafoyo Jonyoa. Wafoyo. Enrollment. Our enrollment is standing at 2,526 students. I am happy this time that parents have endeavored to keep the girl child in school. We are having 1,112 girls, which wasn't existing before. So please, parents, we encourage you. These girls, in most cases, they err. And the error of a girl, you find she's pregnant. Don't hide her. We are not saying you should make the girl abort. No. Let the girl produce. Give her a second chance. You can't bring a child that this one gave birth and we chase her. No. We cannot only contain this one who is pregnant because it is a bad picture to the rest. But the moment she gives birth, take her back to school, even if it is not Rubongi. Amen. Many of you, or many of us, mistakes were there, but parents could not live until when they saw that you are going through. So I'm very happy that the girl child, the number is increasing. And I want to report to you that even in the leadership of the school, they are the majority. They are taking up leadership positions seriously. So let us keep them in school and give them the chance. It costs 52,000 shillings. However, many parents don't facilitate their children to pay for job. This denies them a chance to be taken by government at the university. Don't deny this child a chance, because we have degrees and diploma programs where the government is sponsoring children. But they will not sponsor a child when it did not express a need. You express the need through filling the job form, and it is 52,000. But some parents take it to be too much, and I want to tell you that these forms, the school puts money for the teacher to go and pick these forms, children fill, pays the teacher to take back the forms. The 52 is paid online for the form. There is no any increment. Some of them prefer that they will go and pick them by themselves, but they find they have used much money. They place them in places which are not the right offices, and at the end of the day, they don't see themselves anywhere. Yet, we need these opportunities. Government is good that put them there for our children. So please, parents of Senior 6, always look at these programs that are provided by the government. They are good. Internal examinations at the beginning and the end of term, we administer examinations. However, many learners miss beginning of term exams. Dear parents, we always want these learners at school, the boarders, and Saturday and Sunday, because Monday is a serious program. We begin exams. Then the day scholars on Monday send these children such that they do these exams, because it is continuous assessment. So once they miss up on one activity or one exam, that means that they are breaking the cycle of being assessed properly or fairly judged in terms of performance. It is also on our disappointment that many learners don't pick report cards and circulars at the end of the term. Dear parents, all students are issued a report card and a circular. So it is your responsibility to ask for these two documents at the end of the term. I want to be very clear to parents, whether a student has cleared the fees or not, we don't have a policy of remaining with the report card. Because it is not of help to me. If I allowed this child to do exams, why should I remain with the report card? For what? Yet at the end of it all, I will still carry forward of the fees balance. So these children, when they come home, I don't know the language they use and deceive you, and they don't show you a report card. I want to tell you, I had my mother never went to school. But the first thing at the end of the term, they had a kameza. A kameza is a small table. You go and put your document there. At her own opportune time, the owner of the house now looks into the documents, and she knew that there must be a letter from the school and a report card. So you mention anything that I did not get, problems would have come to you. But the parents of today have gone to school. They went to school. But they neglect some responsibilities, like asking for accountability. Accountability from a student or a child is a report card. The term ended. How did you perform? So we remain with these documents in our offices. And at the end of the day, the parents start to ask you, what are the requirements? You say, parent, we communicated in a circular. That boy there you are seeing. Do you think can bring the circular? Head teacher, maybe you help me handle that boy. There is no way the head teacher will handle the boy alone. We have to handle the boy together because you have a role to play as a parent. I have a role to play as a teacher or a head teacher. Please, parents, starting with this term, when the child does not pick the report card, we shall send him back with the written date suspended until when the parent comes to pick a report card. Maybe that's when you will start to ask for the report cards from these children. So we are going to amend the rules and the regulations such that we incorporate that. And we force you to ask for accountability from the learner. UNEB results 2022. It's not news that Rubongi Ame performed very well in 2022 UCE and USCE results. We had 2 centers. Rubongi Ame Annex, that is U34964. We had 40 students. We had, if those were 40, we had 40 students on that center. 26 students got first grade and 14 students got second grade. We did not get any grade beyond second grade. We deserve a clap. Teaching Ugandans is not easy. We also had the second center, the main center. We had 16 first grades. We had 136 second grades. We had 103 third grades. We had 204 fourth grades. 3 students were in Division 7. Division 7 is a situation where a student does exams, but misses out on a few papers of a certain subject. We had such cases. A student comes, does physics paper 1. In the afternoon, the student disappears. We get him and he tells you, but madam had gone to look for lunch. I was very hungry. So that student, the results come back, but in Division 7, useless grade. That is what is Division 7. Then, all of those students who did not make it to Senior 5 were 11. We had 26 students who did not turn up for exams. That's why I was telling you parents, let us play our role. You register the child, you know my child is in Senior 4 or 6, but at the time of examinations, the child does not turn up, and then you call the parent at that crucial time, where is this child? Tells you that, me, I don't know. That boy these days I was not understanding his behavior. Maybe you try police. Police cannot educate for your child. The discipline, child begins at home. So if you neglect your child, the police will not come in. We normally take criminal students in 2022 where Mimali Abdul Nasir, that scored aggregate 9. We had the best candidate in Tororo. We had the best candidate in the whole of Eastern. And that was Mimali Abdul Nasir. At the opportune time, we shall invite them here. Then USCE, this equally improved tremendously as indicated below. We had 110 candidates, 106 got all the principal passes that are required for the next level. We had 2 students who did not make it, and then 2 students did not turn up for exams. The best art students 2022 were Emuku Innocent, 17 points, and then Osinde Henry. Best science students were Njoya Joseph, 15 points, and was doing PCM, stroke ICT, and Odukule Cosmas had 13 points and offering BCM, stroke ICT. The best O-level students with aggregate 10 and below was promised a laptop, and 20 points in arts, 18 points in science were equally to get a laptop. Dear parents, we don't promise air. Today we are going to award this student called Mwimali Abdul Nasir with a laptop, brand new laptop, because it was the promise of the school for that student who would perform below 10 and below. It is not an easy task. Schools pay a lot of money, but you find that even getting them, it is not easy. You count them on fingertips. But the 75 of Rubongi Army, the student concentrates and gets this aggregate. It is not an easy thing. So we shall reward him. We shall reward even other students. On this note, I want to thank our parents of these students. The 42 first grades, we had 42 first grades in total. Out of the 42 first grades, we are having 32 students who came back here for A-level. We want to thank parents of these children. We want to thank the parent of Mwimali. When they came to check on the results, that excitement, the parent had to come with his son. But he received a call over from which school, Chitende somewhere. They are telling him, we are giving a bursary to your son. The parent said, I cannot remove this child who has got 9 in Rubongi Army, and I take him away. He will get this service. Let them teach their own child. If they are failing him, they will be blamed. If they make it, we shall still give a credit. So the parent refused to take the child on sponsorship anywhere. Said, unless when Rubongi does not want the child, I will take him away. And the parent gave us the child. The same applies to other parents of children who perform well and still entrust them with us. Because they always count us not to be performing in A-level, yet actually we make grades which are taken to those so-called big schools. They celebrate, they just polish on ours. So that's why I thank these parents so much, and they know they are saying we know our level. I want to testify that Mwimali Abdul Nasir and these others, they didn't come with the first grades in P7. Mwimali had aggregate 16, that is the second grade in PLE. So we don't get 4, but we can make them better. So that's why I say, please don't take them away. After us polishing them, don't take them away. We can still make them shine, even at senior 6. We registered the best student in Tororo and the Eastern region in UCE. We thank parents for entrusting us with the responsibility of even teaching them at A-level. IMIS, I remember when we were here, the other AGM, we were telling parents, give us your NIN, give us your NIN. And the NIN is very hard to give, I don't know why. We had to call to get NINs from the parents. That was all about registering children. Some of the people had politicized this. But I want to tell you that it is a very good policy by the ministry to plan for us better, to plan for our children and country better. That's why they said, let us enroll all the children on a system we get to know how many Ugandans are in secondary, how many Ugandans are in primary, and so on and so forth. I want to report that this was done, and all our learners have been registered on IMIS. So your children are safe. They are in the database of the Ministry of Education, and therefore the planning unit of the government of Uganda. Our government is good, that it plans before we plan. They have already planned for us. We clap for the government members. Finances. The school operates on an approved budget with a work plan and a procurement plan. The major sources of income are capitation grants. We thank the government of Uganda for continuous support for this grant. We receive capitation. The reality is, if we are getting only 75, we charge a parent, we wouldn't move a step. But the government comes in and gives us this capitation grant. It pays some of the teachers, though the majority, as you saw, majority are on board. The money we collect from you is what we use to pay the teachers. But the government has provided us with some funds to add on. So we are grateful with the government of the Republic of Uganda. We want to thank Sister for providing me with the shed. This is the team, not fully. Others are in other departments. They are preparing and organizing the central government and other tasks out there. I want to take this opportunity to introduce them to you. I always want to introduce my teachers, myself. I will start with my deputies. I have 3 deputies. I have the deputy academic, I have deputy careers, and I have deputy administration, or the one they call admin. I think most of the parents know admin because it's the person who interacts with them more physically, discipline, and so on. He's not here with us. He's organizing some activities there. This is Mr. Odulus Joseph, the deputy careers, and he's a teacher of economics and history. This is Mr. Senyonga Adam, the assistant deputy academic. He's a teacher of history. These ones are yet to get the fat salary. Yes, but they are committed to work. This is Mr. Mawere Francis, head of department ICT. Katongole Gideon. This is Mr. Ngoji Charles, a senior teacher of mathematics. I want to tell you this man, whether the student has the worst attitude towards math, this man will make him pass. And it is among the best departments. We don't have a problem with math here. It's not there. This is Mr. Orenyi Oro Conrad. Is a teacher of entrepreneurship and math. But I've been warning this man, this body, I don't want it. The man is growing the body every day. This is Ichonai. Mr. Sunapita, a teacher of history and CRE. Mr. Zebos Gerard is a teacher of mathematics and geography, a senior, a teacher of Ent. Aheba Sadiq, geography, history, a teacher of, the dose of A-level. This is Mr. Wori Jime. You saw students very fit as they are dancing, rolling, and so on. He's a teacher of PE and math. This is my son. We are with him here, Mr. Pius. He was our student. Now he's a very good teacher of physics, math. We train and even give jobs. Can you imagine? Okumu Pius. This is Mr. Wandera Emmanuel, English and literature. This one is also my student. Can you imagine how I've grown in members? This is also my student, a teacher of English and literature. But now, we co-opted him to teach the Padora because it is one of the languages here. It's called Mr. Onyango Mathias. A man from Arua, this one here, is called Wadriku Kennedy. He's the one who teaching learners skills of making projects like poultry. You saw our cows there. He's a teacher of agriculture. This is Mr. Okero Johnston. He's one of the wardens. He's a teacher of geography and history. And this one will be the last there. There, the other side. This is Mr. Mwagaba Anthony, a teacher of agriculture. This is a son of the soil. And he's called Mr. Pogoba, according to the students, but he's not Mr. Pogoba. He's Mr. Paul. He's Mr. Paul Dongo, a very good teacher of physics and math. That's why our children are getting very many distinctions. It is a very big team of math. This is the one and only Kasiri Joffrey, a teacher of history and CRE. This is Mr. Wabtea, a teacher of Ent. You saw how children are becoming entrepreneurs at that early age. The brain is behind. This is Mr. Nyingdong. He's like a Chinese. This is Mr. Nyingdong, a teacher of physics and math. Math and physical education. This is Mr. This is Mr. Muyege Enoch. You know, these children of yours keep giving us names. Simanya Onto, Simanya Who. So at times I also get the names and I use them. That's why some names I was reminding me of yours. Because I know the other ones, these children have baptized us. So this is Mr. Muyege Enoch. He's a teacher of fine art and he was good at managing the project of exhibition and giving learners skills. This is Mr. Pumba Davis, teacher representative PTA, teacher of geography and CRE. This is Mr. Abasa Anthony, the teacher of Kiswahili. I think you heard how these learners are speaking Swahili. I saw you were taken up by the poem of Swahili and every parent was happy. He's behind it. This is Mr. Chance Amos. He's a teacher of CRE and history. He's a dome master. They are student teachers. Products of Rubongi Ame, they said no, we can be teachers too. And those ones, whether they have come late to ask for placement, we don't refuse. Where do they chase them to go? They are these ones. They are student teachers. This one is Mr. Owere Stephen, a teacher of Ent and Econ. This one is Madam Asekenye Monica, a teacher of agriculture. This one is Madam Rebecca, a matron in the new dormitory. This one has the hardest name. The name is hard to pronounce. I failed, but I know that one of Sylvia. She's also a matron. This one is called Meda. Is our driver. I want you member, I request you clap for this man and I tell you. This man, whether it is at 2, whether it is at 3, I will tell him, take somebody's child to hospital right now. Can you wake up? I at times wonder whether I am not annoying somebody as I am waking him up. But he does the work, so that is the school driver. This is Mr. Donyo Anthony, is a teacher of the Padora. This is Okero Jimmy, is a teacher of entrepreneurship. This is Mr. Hamba, a senior teacher of geography. He's with the team that they made A's for the first time in geography. This is Mr. Tewayenda. What you liked, that is the translation. Tewayenda Prose. She's a teacher of agriculture and a supervisor of matrons. This is Mr. Oduru Mario, a teacher of fine art. This is Mr. Kampura Enoch, a teacher of agriculture and a warden. This is Mr. Alina Itwe Bruno, a teacher of chemistry and math. This is Mr. Remo Ambrose, is a teacher of physics math. This is Mr. Akora Raymond. You know, when I see you and I ask a name, that means there is a person who has named you already. They don't know Akora. This is Mr. Akora Raymond, is a teacher of economics and geography. This is called Kadoma, a teacher of history and CRE. This is Namanya, teacher Namanya Edison, a teacher of English and literature. This is Madam Mukama Jessica, a teacher of English literature. This is Mr. Opio Geoffrey, a teacher of English literature. But I'm wondering why all of them assembled like this. I'm going to investigate. This is Mr. Mugisha Living, head of department English literature. Are you seeing how we assembled these people? Is it fair? This is Mr. Nabiama Rauben, he's a teacher of IRE. Though he's Rauben, but he's a kafuru in Islamic studies. This is Mr. This is FM. You may think that it is a radio station. That's what students call him, but he's called Sakwa Freddy Mark. He's a teacher of geography and history. A dome master and a teacher of CRE and history. Oporoti Francis Osaulo, a teacher of physics, math, a dome master. Wagen Ogoreti, senior humanities teacher, teacher of Dopadora, teacher of English and literature. This is Mr. Muhumuza Wilbrod, a teacher of Kiswahili. The one working with the other one to produce the best Kiswahili in Rubongi. This is Mr. Rubanga Yunus, head of department IRE and a teacher of history also. Paile Nixon is a teacher of Kiswahili and a warden. I think you are seeing him how he was organizing his Kiswahili group. Very active. This is Swahaba Nsorombi, according to the beard. This is Swahaba Nsorombi Dauda, a teacher of geography, history, and a class teacher of senior 4F. This is Madam Nadunga Helen, a teacher of ICT and entrepreneurship. This one, when he misses in the institution, all of these people are sick. This one here is the school bursar. Ichuma Bernard. Once he's not there, the office is closed. People are not lively like when he's there. This is Mr. Chemonges, the teacher of ICT and history. Mpaji Josephat, the director of studies, Rubongi Ame Secondary School, a teacher of physics and mathematics. I am Major Zaina K. Narukenge, the head teacher or the team leader of these young, energetic, and committed members. Thank you very much. Teachers, you can take up your seats.
candidates who are expected to score aggregate 8 to 10. That is the outstanding. And that outstanding goes to none other than Muimari Abdul Nasir, scored 1, count them up to 8, and somewhere a D2, and scored 9 aggregate. Can I request Muimari to come forward? A very rare chance. We want to congratulate you. When you are waking up in the winter and you are communicating with the mosquitoes, is a high chance. Muimari is to get. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, you're in the glory of God. Congratulations, He has done it for you, and you will come back with a new song to sing. God is good. Yes, you will come again with a new song of praise.
DJ Roa. Nati Muimari right now is in Rubongi Army Secondary School, Senior 5 Science. Is doing biology, chemistry, mathematics, and ICT, BCM. We want to wish him very well. That laptop, for self-custody, being at school, is going to be in the computer hub. It is his laptop. When you want to use it, it will be there. It's going to be provided with the MBs necessary. It's going to be given all the soft notes that is using it in the computer hub, monitored by the teachers. Over the holidays, we'll be going with it. Plus other students are having laptops here. So, category number 2, Muimari people here because we shall have a photo for all of you. Category number 2 was a student expected to score 11 aggregate up 20 aggregate. And we have 7 candidates who scored in that category. And are to be awarded with a brand new mattress. We have Muzungu Donozio, 12 aggregate. Muzungu, come forward. When I read you, you come very fast because of time. Muzungu Donozio, 12 aggregate, meaning that the distinction is everywhere and some 2 twos. Muzungu Donozio right now is in Rubongi Army Secondary School, is doing biology, chemistry, mathematics, ICT. Very intelligent young man. Right away from senior 1 in Rubongi Army. The third one is Obo Alex. Obo Alex scored aggregate 16. There is a mother for Obo. Obo right now is a student at Great Oakland Memorial College. He's doing PCM. The mother, I called the father and the mother was to be here. Where is the mother? Extend. Oh, the mother, that's the mother for Obo. We have Bamutire Zion Musoke, scored 17 aggregate. Bamutire, come forward. The camera should be zoomed to those young stars as they are moving. You know, in the future after 20 years, it will be very good accountability. Bamutire Zion Musoke, 17 aggregate. That young man is now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. He is doing biology, chemistry, mathematics, stroke ICT. We want to congratulate him. Another one in that category is Ayo Christopher. Ayo Christopher, come forward. Ayo Christopher, move forward. Is to be followed by Mwesugwa Eric. Ayo Christopher scored 17 aggregate. All these ones I'm reading, they got distinctions in sciences and mathematics. 1, 1, 1, 1. That's where they were given that. Ayo Christopher, 17 aggregate, is now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. Is doing physics, chemistry, and mathematics, PCM, stroke ICT. He is followed by Mwesugwa Eric. Mwesugwa Eric scored 20 aggregate. He is now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. He is doing biology, chemistry, and mathematics, stroke ICT. Congratulations. Ochieng David Beckham, follow there. Move forward Ochieng David Welcome, and he is to be followed by Okwakor Sam. It's a victory moment for these young people. Ochieng David Beckham scored 20 aggregate in UCE 2022. He's now in Rubongi Army Secondary School, Senior 5 Science. He's doing PCM, Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, and ICT. Okwakor Sam scored aggregate 20. He's now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. He's doing Physics, Chemistry, Biology, and Sub-Mass. PCB Sub-Mass. The third category was the Timothy. Those 6 category, a person is supposed to get a brand new blanket, 3.5 kilogram, and also brand new blanket. Muwangu Timothy is now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. He's doing Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, stroke ICT. Should be followed by Namtevi Jamila.
Pick it up for the girl. Pick it up for the girl. Mamas, let us clap for the girl.
Namtevi
Jamila. The girl in the group.
Struggled with those boys. She scored 23 aggregate, Division 1 in the UCE 2022. She's now in Rubongi Army Secondary School. She's doing Biology, Chemistry, and Mathematics. Congratulations, Jamila. Odonkara Patrick follows there. Odonkara Patrick scored 23 aggregate in UCE 2022 UNEB. Right now he's in Rubongi Army Secondary School. He's doing Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, PCM. Odonkara, congratulations. We have Kirumi John Jamal. Kirumi John Jamal, come forward. Kirumi John Jamal scored 24 aggregate. Hey, Jamal, you have borrowed the uniform. Kirumi John Jamal, 24 aggregate, is now a student at Mari Secondary School in Senior 5 Science. We invited him here. Hey, and he's doing VCM in Mari Secondary School. Congratulations. We have Ochari Francis. Ochari Francis, move forward. Ochari Francis scored 25 aggregate. He's now in Rubongi Army Secondary School in Senior 5 Science, doing Physics, Chemistry, Biology, and Sub-Mass. Congratulations, Ochari. And then the last candidate in that category was Nabende Nasser. Nabende Nasser, I don't know whether the parent has which year we communicated to them. Nabende Nasser is now a student also at Mari Secondary School, VCM. If the parent has not reached there, those are his prizes waiting for him. In the category of A level, as we have heard from the head teacher, the A level student was expected to score 18 and above, and the one candidate scored 17 at the margin, as we are wishing some discount will come nearer. It is a memorial photo which will appear in the school magazine. Those who are there on the NBS, please, you can put it in NBS at 9. Every time I'll be there.
I just want to say thank you for the things you do for me, for the blessings you rain on me. Sometimes I lose my way, but you still the prayer for me, the sacrifice for me. Oh yeah, mama, God bless you.
And The main supervisor is the head teacher. I want to report the following. There are always some internal heresy competition within the departments to improve the academics. We always reward distinctions, some credits in sciences, in A level, A's and B's and C's. When we calculated all these accounting officers, I call them managers, lower managers at their departments, received money and shared with their colleagues in their departments. A total of 7,784,000 was given to them at the good performance at UCE. Also a total of 1,276,000 was also extended to them for A level. Also a total of 1 million was also given to non-teaching staff and support staff. The bursar is there, and all the cooks at the kitchen, everywhere, at the gate, all people received, because performance requires everybody. And the students today, they have also prizes and everything has taken to 2 million. By the end of 2022, a total of 11,840,000 has been the award for different departments, and we thank everybody, all the stakeholders. You cannot thank the students and then you forget the teachers. You know what we go through is always very hard. We thank you, and that is how. We welcome the teacher. Yeah, if you are still alive, it's very important.
Papa, retired Bishop, you are most welcome. We are so grateful to host you here. The other religions, Bishop Kadi, the Reverend Tundi who is here. I believe we have many pastors around the ministers. The chairperson PTA, with due respect, members of the executive of the PTA, members of the executive of board of governors, the representative of the district education officer, the municipal education officer, the head teacher, the teaching and non-teaching staff, the visiting head teachers, the honorable parents, the learners, ladies and gentlemen.
PTA board members, PTA executive members, spiritual leaders, the representative of the DEO and the municipality DEO, ladies and gentlemen, protocol observed. I take the opportunity to welcome you to this campus. And by name is retired Captain Beatrice Kakai, who's been working as a treasurer in this community for some good time. I thank the parents who entrusted us with their students, and they also entrusted their monies with the board and the PTA. We could clap for ourselves. Prices adversely affecting our budget, because if you plan at the beans at 5,000, then you get it at 7,000, then it means there's a way how we are going to enter into something else. Then there's delayed payment of fees by some parents, also affects the school operations. Not just we want people to perform well, but let us also try. It is hard, but let us try and pay in the time so that things go smoothly. Some parents have a tendency of paying fees inclusive of upkeeping for their children, which makes it difficult during the conciliation, and it is a bother to the administration since the learners always ask for refunds. Limited capitation grant against the growing student numbers. This one, I said, the government, you are not going to, you give the number of the students, but the money they have is what they give you. So they expect you to share that money among the students, and your activities you want to run. So that is briefly what we have, but if you are interested in a more detailed report, we can still provide it. Thank you very much for listening.
Right, on behalf of the head teacher, what I will do exactly is to take you through the resolution to the meeting, not everything, because we gave you these minutes early in the morning and you've been perusing through them. My task, therefore, is very simple. I am Dulce Joseph, Deputy, that serious lady you've seen, our head teacher. I'm taking you through page 7, minute 12. For purposes of attendance, we have a special file. Don't ask that where the list of people who attended. You may have seen a small list of executives and some invited guests, but we have a special file. You know, you come in big numbers, so our special file is there with the chairman board. So don't expect that where the other people. We're very many in that meeting. Resolutions. The following resolutions were agreed upon. The entire old executive by then was returned for the exemplary leadership. You recall there was elections where you all voted that the entire executive be reinstated and given a Kisanja. We can clap for them. So I will not read their names because they already introduced themselves. Second bullet, weekend lessons and extras were upheld. We thank you so much for that because we are doing it as management. 3, payment for lunch was to be compulsory. It has again come today, so let's take note of that. Payment for fees, let's use codes to avoid other delays. No refund of fees in the case of excess payment. The money will be credited for the next term. Take that as the treasurer echoed again. The school to prioritize completing boys' dormitory, a major project, which head teacher said 85%. The board to follow up the 200 million pledge made by Her Excellency Honorable Vice President Jessica Lupo some time back. It is still to be followed. Chief guest, that's the assignment. Parents continue with the session program after meeting. The same applies today. Parents to pay more fees for candidates, 35,000, still applicable. Fees was not increased due to the hardships that a country faced. However, the overall view was that in the event that prices of commodities continues rising, a modest fees improvement of 25,000 for body and 10,000 per term on the day scholars for feeding would be effected. That happened. The parents were to be notified by July 2022. By then, we did notify you and we implemented that resolution. Parents who continue being cooperative to the school administration as a sign of goodwill, we congratulate you. You do that in a dot. Parents to fill students' image registration forms as directed by the Ministry of Education and Sports. I want to comment that this is the best school we awarded a certificate for being exemplary in the whole country because we're the ones who have registered the biggest number. So you can clap for school administration. Actually, other head teachers and other divisions come here for benchmarking. One of the best expert teachers of our ICT department. Just for the purpose of blessing our minutes, just that conclusion, let me read it because it's just a paragraph.
that in the closing remarks of the chairperson, she thanks parents for entrusting her and the entire team for another term in office. Thanks the head teacher and members of board for attending the PTA AGM. Thank the foundation body for playing an oversight role effectively. Thank the garrison commander, by then the one retired now, for being diligent and a good landlord. Finally, wish the journey mercies to all, far and near. And then somebody closed the session. Thank you for listening. This is the recap and the summary of what transpired in the previous meeting. Thank you once again for the deliberations. Asante sana.
Yes, student, you'll tell us your name and then you react.
Okay, thank you very much, and protocol observed. My name is Koth Joshua. I have the following observations, and wherever I go to a parents' meeting elsewhere, I always take the opportunity to talk about this. One is feeding. I want to tell you people that feeding is a fundamental dictum. The issue of food, even if you go naked when you have eaten, the problem wouldn't be much. I'm sure any animal, you wake up in the morning and the first thing that comes to your mind is food. So, my dear parents, when it comes to feeding of our children, please, let us not make it a debate, because it is actually a basic need, one on top of all other needs. Come look at shelter, clothing, medical care, and so on. Food is on top. I think that point is taken. And in addition, children will not learn. In fact, you stop understanding once you become hungry. Even as we talk now, many parents, I'm sure, have switched off. They are now wondering when to go to the line. Okay. 2, I am also concerned about the enrollment of girls at A level. Given this information of UNEB USC 2022, we had 78 boys and 32 girls. My own observation shows me that women are too many. They are more than men, population-wise. In the villages, women are there floating, they have no men. But why are they not at school? It is us, the parents, doing a disservice to these girls. Why should we have 32 girls at A level? This is representing, I think, the whole country. Why should we have 32 and we have 78? We must know that women are a backbone to development in this country. At families, they are doing a lot. But why should your daughter, why should you deny access to higher education? Because higher education starts at A level. So if your daughter is not there, that is where it is a problem we need to address, members. So my appeal, let us, as parents, promote and encourage our girls to enroll for A level. Lastly, members, we have a university just less than 20 kilometers away.
Lunch fee, she told me, on top of the 70, there is another 10,000 for weekend meals. So I would like to inquire whether it's true or the fee is just 70 only.
Thank you very much, parent. That 10,000, she's not lying. It is
this population of 2,526. I'm quite sure that more of these are of day scholars. And we have some of the day scholars who come from across our river Nile of Tororo. we are told that there was a bridge to be put here for our children. Can we please be told so that our children are safe as they cross that swamp? Because once it rains, that place becomes overflooding. Thank you very much.
Thank you, parent, for that observation. I want to sincerely thank the council and the district. It was very hard for us because anytime the students' rain could come, we would now start to lock the gates so much that even the other bridge on the main road was overflooding. But the district has made some efforts to put up a pathway for that side where students are coming from. And also the school improvises somewhere there. We put a temporary bridge which we keep on upgrading every other time, especially when it is starting to rain. We reinforce it such that our learners can pass. Worry not.
I have two brothers here, and I will talk about morals. When we talk about morals, it goes hand in hand with discipline. First and foremost, about the schools around Toro district, especially this side of Rubongi Army, SS, this side of Katerema, I've come to notice that the students of Rubongi Army are still the most disciplined in the region, and the priority thanks goes back to the school. And secondly, to achieve this, as a young man, I would like to suggest that the management having a big number of teachers, the support staff and the non-teaching staff all together, let's do what we call teacher parenting. I suggest this, that with about 140 something teachers, we can have about 10 students attached to one teacher. This will induce discipline and morals in our children, and out there, people will say Madam Zaina is doing her part. This will be very good. Secondly, this will encourage the students to stay in school, especially the girls. When we put a teacher parent, and we assign about 10 students, maybe 2 from each class, this will break down the big number of students, and in fact, this will expose them or disclose opportunities for them out there according to the course that they are pursuing. I close by saying health is also very important. Though we eat, but on the side of health, let's not minimize these small complaints about the students bringing to office. Madam, I'm feeling headache. I had diarrhea last night. I'm having a stomach ache. You know, these days, complications come about very simple things. The infections we get around the environment. I would like to appreciate, because I'm not seeing anything dirty around. Our toilets are clean. I've moved there. The compound is okay. But then these small complaints in students, certain times we take that one from girls and we prioritize them, thinking the boys are rocks. You know, the boys sometimes take long to complain. But when a man complains, just know the situation is, yes, it's getting worse. Someone says it's tending from worse to worse one. Yeah. So these days I would like to talk about.
When we are in a meeting like this, you find this one bringing this suggestion and this idea, we come up with the best. I want to report to the parents that I, for one, I am 24/7 in the office, and that office is completely open to students and the staff and the parents. Those who come on Sunday and other days, they can give witness. I pay attention to detail, especially of my children or students. I have 2 nurses. Full-time nurse, one of them was a matron. Why? In case of any problem, we don't sleep. And that's why I said we are very grateful to the Rubongi Military Hospital. Ours is to give first aid, we rush them. So with the health, we don't delay, because I know I can feel very many statements at the same time, so many issues can crop up. because of just a simple matter that you neglected. So we don't. We started the idea of academic parenting. We call it academic parenting. The way you explained it is how we are handling it, but we are just going to be fair. Thank you.
I'm also a parent here. Mike, I want to inquire, especially from the school disciplinary committee. There are claims, okay, thanks first for raising a disciplined community, disciplined students, but there are claims that while administering discipline to these students, the punishment normally the students receive is corporal. And I've got testimonies from some of them. Is it true that the punishment the students receive is corporal in nature? If it is, then we should find alternative ways to manage the students such that they are not scared to approach you teachers in case they need any academic assistance from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. I will not expect other parents to come up with the same corporal punishment. Other parents may not understand. So the major that parents understand is caning. When I came to the school, I abolished any form of caning. And I said if it is to cane, then the student must be brought to me at the beginning. But where we are now, if we can bring any student since the year began, we removed that. And that's why you are realizing now that there are more of those ones we say, go home, you have done this, come back with a parent, such that we discipline together. To the extent now that there are parents who come and they are too annoyed when they enter my office, they want to strangle, they want to kick. I said, no, that's not why I invited you, parent. I invited you, we handle the discipline of this child. You are realizing for you, you have been called once, you want to box, you want to cane seriously. What about us who have been with this student? Today does this, we say, do this, we have forgiven you, or you are doing this, you are doing that. So we have stopped that because we are a government institution, we follow policies. That one was put, corporal punishment be banned. I, for one, a cadre, a patriot, I don't need to encourage that. So we stopped that. Since the year began, no student can come to testify I was beaten, I was caned. That's why we are involving more of the parents. On this appointment, many parents give us annoying statements, but we bear with them. You call a parent, this child has done ABCD, we come. He tells you, me, I gave up with that child. Did I pay fees? Fees is not discipline. So that's why in my communication, I clearly told the parents, let us join hands such that we discipline these learners. And that's why day and then now we are revising the school rules and regulations. Not those ones that we used in 2014, that they are the ones. The disciplinary committee is mandated to keep updating, because now these are 21st century learners or children. You stop this, they come in a new style. They put it in a new style where it is not indicated in the school rules and regulations. You say, now how am I going to handle this? That's why we are keeping on moderating and upgrading the rules and regulations. So parents, be assured, corporal punishments, especially caning, we are past that. We are handling between the school and the parent. When we say we cannot handle, then you go with your child. we said this one we cannot handle, then please go with the child. That's what we are doing now. Time, and they know from morning to 10, it is prayer. From midday to 2 on a Friday, Muslims. And I'm a Muslim, by the way. But for us, we pray from the playground here because we don't have any room. But we believe God is everywhere. And they pray, they preach the sermon to them on a Friday. Then these other days, they are given a lunch hour. They are given, because Muslims pray 5 times a day. We give them the opportunity to pray. What I don't go for is dividing up learners. For us, we are born again. For us, we are this. The foundation body is not for that. But we respect God, is everything.
I am called Cheng Muko. I have observed a controversy somewhere along the way as we were discussing. The report of the headmistress and the treasurer. Headmistress mentioned that all payments should be done through the code provided to all students. When the treasurer came, the treasurer said it is very confusing to have everything put together, and later on, during the time of balancing books, it's very confusing. I would request that you clear the air around that place. And secondly, Madam, before you stand, I'm requesting your administration here to identify one communication system through which we shall contact our children if necessary. Because sometimes this idea of every person calling you and you don't know who, calling himself a teacher, may bring problems. They can lure students into calling too much and demanding the monies out of administrative knowledge. My kindest request is that you give us one system through which one office, one telephone number or two like that, through which we can communicate whenever it is necessary. Thank you very much.
And that of the treasurer. I thought that there were figures mismatching. But now the treasurer meant, we said that all monies of the school are channeled through a student code. But now a situation comes, a parent puts pocket money also on the student code. That is what she was meaning. Then the child comes to us, my father paid 480, said that the 30 you give it to me for pocket money. That's what she meant. We don't allow that because in accounting we don't have refunds. So that's what she was trying to mean. We still echo that all school funds should be paid through the code. We don't entertain cash. For easy accountability and management, we pay money on the school, on the student code. Pocket money, channel it if you are far away from the child, channel it through a trusted or the teacher you know, or the head teacher. The money will reach the student because I will withdraw from mobile money to give the student. But it will be hard for me to go to the child to go to the bursar to get money because it is a very big process and we discourage it. That's what she meant, the treasurer. I think there was no mismatch or contradiction. Then two, about the communication, I'm very happy, in fact happiest, that the parent has come up with a complaint. Me, I have more complaints about the communication with you parents, but now we are in a meeting, we can harmonize. I have 2 phones with lines meant for children communicating to parents, for boys. I have 2 phones, children, boarding students, to communicate to their parents, girls. The teachers in charge are there, and when you call any boarding student and you ask if he's a boy, who has the phone for students, they will tell you Mr. Chance. Who has the phone for girls? It is Madam Kasuo, because she's the head of the matrons. But we have a challenge. At times, parents love more than they would love their children. These children run away from these phones. Why? As you are communicating, the teacher is there to know what you are communicating. So what they do, they go to teachers, and then because when they come to me, my network is where I am. You don't move an inch. So as you are moving, I tell you, please, the network is here, come back here. So you find other teachers have not done that. The child wants to deceive. I am too sick, send me some money, they said there is no medicine. On this formal communication online, the teacher will not allow. So those are the challenges we are getting. But we have got the cry now. Most of the parents, I think, may be in that category. They get irritated with the students using this number today, the following day uses for another teacher. They end up calling parents. We are going to communicate to parents the numbers plus that of the head teacher and admin officer. Because the admin officer is 24/7 here with these boarding students. And he knows 1 to Z of them and their character. So they will not deceive.
Board and your committee, Chairperson PTA and your team, our Bishop Emeritus, Nicodemus Okile, here present, and Mama, our district Kadi, Sheikh Ibrahim Ragani, but commonly known as Asante, our parish priest of Rubongi, our dear parents, our dear students, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Looking at the weather, I want to say the day was for the parents and not us. Though we took more time on the entertainment, the day is actually for the parents. So I will not have much to say, but express thanks like others have done and emphasize on 1 or 2 things. But before I do that, allow me to request my colleague, who's coming here, gives me a lot of strength and warmth as a neighbor, as a colleague in the service of education in this district, to say a word, and then I say a few words and invite the district chair.
Thank you very much. 52,000 shillings. And you are going, Chairman, LC5, I want my child. We are appealing, and councillors who are here, take it from me. When they go to LC5, not even the RDC can give you district quota. It is by merit that you must work for it. And you have not even paid the 52,000 because the child is in a USC school. Let me tell you, who of you has made an appointment with some man or woman that when I die, it is you who will be responsible for my children? Put up your hand. Now that there is no hand up, can you be in charge of the children God has given to you? Whether you're a guardian, you're a grandparent, you're a mother, you're a father, be responsible now.
But let me say, head teacher, thank you so much. You have done exactly like Jesus said, that I know my sheep and call them by name. You displayed knowledge of all your teachers. Please, let's give a hand clap. I was whispering to my chairman, that, Honorable Chairman, do you know all your councillors? I said, yes, I'm trying my best. Because it's not easy. Maybe we forgot somebody. I want to request the teacher to appreciate the work of the engineer. Our engineer is doing a good job, and I think that the 15% left will all go well, so that our students can enjoy that facility. We had the 2 options here. university, and other expansions. I want to say, as a department, I have captured it, we are going to discuss it, but the whole matter will go to the district council. That will discuss, I know chairman will talk about it, because that mentioned cannot end here. The council must give it a blessing, whether to give it to advocate for a university or just expand the school. There was a message from the poem, Maisha bila mzazi, dunia ni ngumu. That life without a parent, you may find the world very hard to maintain or to contain you. I want to thank the parents who have turned up for this meeting. And I want to say, why should the children cry and yet you are there? And yet the message here says, they should only cry when you are not there. So can we change our attitude towards our parenting and see that feeding is not something to be discussed? Some of our head teachers traveled to Bushenyi one time of the primary sector. And one of the issues that took them there was to find out how those who are handling feeding. They came back ashamed because they were asked, is that what can bring you here? Feeding was discussed long time ago and everybody must feed. My dear mothers, what was the first thing you gave the baby when you produced? Others will say warmth. I held the child, I gave it warmth.
The board members, the chairperson board, and all your members of the board, the district clerk, my Lord Bishop, retired, the parish priest of Rubongi, Church of Uganda, the head teacher, and all your staffs, the chairperson PTA, the honorable members of district council, the chairperson LC3, and all of you, dear parents. Good evening. We are here mainly for PTA meeting. And basically my address is going to be in form of a meeting. But allow me to thank the head teacher for steering the school. Madam head teacher, we thank you for steering the school. And I think that's why all of you parents are now getting interest in Rubongi Army. You have seen there is discipline in this school, and also the performance is good. That's why the number is rising day and night. So that means there is a lot of effort put by the board, the head teacher, and the teachers here, and we should clap for them. Now, I would also like to thank them for introducing skilling, what we used to call in a primary school handwork. Those days we would make baskets, we would make ropes, and there was time, the timetable, normally at 3 o'clock, daily, would be taken through handwork. And the advantage of that is that even if the student drops out of school, he has something to do. So, madam, I want to thank you for the poultry here. I want to thank you for the basket making. I want to thank you for all those skilling. That one will arm our students if they drop out. They will have something to do. We used also to study technical drawing. Actually, right from senior 1 to senior 4, technical drawing. Those who do technical drawing, those are the architects today. Those who design for us our compounds, they can design for you hotel. So if a student had studied technical drawing here in school, they are able to employ themselves even after senior 4. So skilling is important for our students. Now, the teachers complained about you parents. You don't, when the term is beginning, you don't allow children to come back in time. They take 1 month or 2 weeks at home. Let us correct that, parents, because it is about you. And also let us plan earlier. You know, the school is, the second term is still on now. You have paid fees. Start preparing for third term, such that when time comes, the students don't delay at home. I don't wish to talk about feeding, because we have talked about feeding many times. Feeding is your responsibility as a parent. Even when this student is at home, if he has not come to school, he must eat lunch. So let us pay food for our children. I know poverty is there, but the world is difficult. The world is difficult, and most people who you see their families are successful, they have to do with that. You voted me, so you will still vote me, but that one, I'm disagreeing with you. Now, we have a responsibility to do as a government, but before I go to that, about the phone. The head teacher explained about the phone, but what I know, most of your students here, the children, parents, I'm talking to you, more so on girl students. A student can get a phone and is talking to sugar mommy, sugar daddy, or a boyfriend. But when he has told the teacher, he's going to talk to the parent. So, Madam Head Teacher, I agree with you. Let us supervise the student as they talk on phone. They may not be talking to the parent. So, parents, let us agree these students must be supervised. Otherwise, if we don't do that, the sugar daddies will take over our children. Now, you are requesting us for a university. It is our position, and we have always put it before the president that we need a fully fledged university here in Toronto. We don't want this one of Bustema where they are spikes. Nagongera, you go to Soroti. So we need a full university, and my government is in support of this, which I'll continue following it up. The bridge, we have complained about the bridge. We are working on Kagera Bridge. It's ongoing, the construction is ongoing, and we are